These kids are taking action, organizing a series of school walkouts across the country and a march in Washington.
The Parkland, Florida high school students advocating for gun control in the wake of a shooting at their school that left 17 dead suffered a legislative defeat on Tuesday when the Florida State House rejected a motion to consider a bill to ban assault rifles. Late-night hosts, however, were quick to praise the teenagers' efforts on their shows Tuesday night. On CBS's The Late Show, Stephen Colbert said that the one group that gave him hope that we can protect the children in the wake of the tragedy was the children themselves. Referencing inaction on gun control from legislators, Colbert had this to say.
I think we need to change the voting age. Until we do something about guns, you can't vote if you're over 18.
Noting that students from the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School had been present at the Florida State House on Tuesday, Colbert added, "I hope these kids don't give up, because this is their lives and their future."
Someone else may be in power, but this country belongs to them. And there is reason for hope.
That reason for hope, according to Colbert, the Me Too movement and how it brought down men in power. The host pointed out, this is an election year. If you want to see change, you have to go to the polls and tell the people who will not protect you that their time is up. Over on Comedy Central's The Daily Show, Trevor Noah described the reaction to the mass shooting as the same old story of warring gun control factions after the tragedy, except for one thing.
There was one big difference. Those meddling kids.
The host then played footage of students speaking on national television and noted, this also just goes to show how upside down everything becomes when guns are involved. Right now, kids are acting like adults and adults are acting like children.
Because you've got senators like, you're taking my favorite toys! And the kids are like, you can't have them if you're not responsible enough to handle them.
Also on Comedy Central, Jordan Klepper invited 2 student gun control advocates from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School onto his show, The Opposition. Senior Delaney Tarr argued against the idea that the students wanted to infringe on Americans' liberties with their call for stricter laws. We're not taking away your liberty, actually, and that's something we've tried to make clear time and time again, Tarr said. Our goal is, of course, to let our younger siblings, to let our cousins, to let all the younger people that we know in our lives to go to school without that school being shot up.
Ultimately, that is our goal, to make the world safer, to make our country safer, because this is an American issue.
When Klepper played devil's advocate and asked whether arming teachers might not be the answer instead of gun control, senior Carly Novell had a great response.
That's going to school in a prison and having your teachers be your prison guards.
To watch full clips of the late night host praising the amazing teenagers who are fighting for stricter gun laws, head to THR.com. And to leave some of your own praise for the incredible students, head to the comments. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.